Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Yeah, this is one of my favorite Hawaiian t-shirts. I don't know, but I don't want to expose myself too much, so it's not too hot. So happy Friday, happy Friday. And I'm sorry. Let me grab my beer. Okay, I'll be right back. So yesterday I did record like two episodes, about for 2 hours, but I decided not to upload again. Same thing happened the day before yesterday as well. Because it became too dark, right? So I decided not to upload it. But if I become a wealthy man, I will have my own website to publish dirty humanology or the really dirty humanology series episodes. I'm gonna upload all of them, okay? So it's saved in my external hard drive, so nothing is lost. Alright, so but until then, we're gonna publish only clean ones, not the dirty ones. I'm trying to pick up that piece of toilet paper. Okay. Alright. So somehow I'm surrounded by all these toilet paper rolls. Uh, Whatever. Okay, so I hope you have a very nice week, and yeah, mine was nice too. Was why is it so dark now these days? Is it because of the election loss? Yeah, part of it is. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of recovering from the election defeat, and yeah, yeah. But eventually, yeah, I get over it. So, so I'm writing this political journal article, political science journal article that I'm going to submit to some political science free online journal. So this weekend, like tomorrow morning, I guess I'm going to work on that. And yeah, but I just got off work. Today's Friday, so let's just relax and think about what I'm going to write in that article. We're kind of writing together, okay? Because you are here, okay? So the first chapter was about mathematical preliminaries, all right? So the second chapter will be about memory time. Also, distance between two people, okay? Yeah. Yeah. Distance between two people, okay? So yeah, time and this space, uh, the equation I'm going to introduce in the very first section of that chapter is space is equal to 1 over time. Distance is equal to 1 over time. Okay? The space and time, they're inversely proportional. Okay? That is something we've discovered in humanology back in the days. About a year ago, I guess. Right? Yeah. Right here. So, yeah. It has nothing to do with Einsteinian concept. No. So the way we define time in this particular context in humanology is that it's memory time. Okay, so the how much time do you think about this person, right? If you spend a lot of time thinking about this person, that means this person and you are very close. So distance from if I'm thinking all the time about let's say, well, I don't have any girlfriend, but let's say I have a girlfriend, okay? So, or maybe a date. Maybe, hypothetically, I'm not dating anybody, okay? But hypothetically, let's say I met a lady and I think about her all the time. That means, but she doesn't. We just had one date, alright? Hypothetically, okay? So, but I think about her all the time, but she doesn't think about me very much. I didn't quite impress her very much. So it's kind of one-sided love, unrequited, kind of like, what's that, the infatuation kind of situation, right? Like, so I write her like love poem. Back in the day, I used to do that stuff, okay? But nowadays I don't. So, uh, then, because I think about her all the time, the distance from me to her is very close, very small distance. So, but she doesn't think about me at all. No. So the distance from her to me is kind of far away. It's big distance. So it's asymmetric. Okay, this is in humanology we just call it humanological distance, but in this political science journal, I'm not going to use any humanology word because they're not going to know what I'm talking about. Okay. We call it memory distance and memory time. Okay. Or maybe human distance. So human distance is asymmetric. Okay, distance from me to someone is not the same as the distance from someone to me. Okay? Let's say there's a celebrity like President Trump or Madonna. We think about Madonna, okay, because she's women. Yeah, I listen to her hypothetically, okay, I listen to her music all the time. I'm not sure if she wrote any books though. Not sure she wrote any books. Maybe she did. I haven't heard of any, okay, but let's say I listen to her music all the time, watch her music video all the time, read news about Madonna. So the distance from me to her is very close, very short distance, because I spend a lot of time thinking about her, right? But she doesn't even know me, my existence. She never heard of my name. She's Miss Madonna. She never seen me. She does not know I exist. So the distance from her to me is infinity. Why? Because she spent zero time thinking about me. Okay? She does not read about me because I'm not famous. I'm not a celebrity. Okay? So that's the memory time and memory distance. We call it human distance or relational distance. Right? Yeah, it's asymmetric. The more I think about one person, the closer that person is to me in terms of relational distance. We call it relational distance. And the less time that person think about me, the farther away I am from that person. Okay, so that's why it's time and memory time and relational distance are inversely proportional. Good. Yeah, so in this humanized series, it's like a palette. It's like kind of like scratch pad or thought experimental laboratory. This is where magic happens. Okay, so we are kind of refining this idea so that we can present it in a nice paper to a journal, academic journal. Okay, so yeah, it may take months. It may take a month. Why? Because I don't want to work too hard. Okay, during the weekdays, I'm busy with my lawyer job. I'm at home. When I come home, I need to relax. Okay, but on the weekends, yeah, I can write the paper, no problem. So Yeah. Yeah, maybe I use that example. Me and Madonna. Okay. So I like her music. I like her music. She's cool. I like her quite a bit. She's a very good dancer, dresser, and very good looker. She looks very good, and she's a very good looking lady, and she's a good dancer, good singer, right? And yeah, I like her quite a bit. Okay, her music video and whatnot. Yeah. So, right, we'll take 5 minutes, and then we grab a whiteboard and yeah. Okay. Ah, okay, so good. We got a good example how to start the discussion of memory time and relational distance. Very good, very good. We coined the term to use in this paper, and we came up with good example like me and Madonna. Okay, yeah, very good. So we got the job done. Now it's time to relax a little bit. Okay, so I mean I've been through a lot more difficult times in my past. All right. So this election loss, yeah, it did hit me pretty hard. Uh, but it's really nothing compared to what I have experienced in the past. Some really difficult times. Okay. Yeah. Like my hemorrhoid and constipation problem when I was deployed to Afghanistan. The last 3 months of 1 year. Okay, it was really one of the most difficult time in my life. Okay, that one was bad. And there are some other times too. Okay, so when I made a movie, okay, yeah, I got this fruit fly this time with my thumb. I'm getting very good at catching fruit fly nowadays. So when I was making movie in Los Angeles, California, okay, I had a full time job, right, uh, as a computer programmer, Los Angeles, California, okay. And in my weekends, I would grab my camera and go to Mojave Desert and film the principal footage for the movie Therapy for Metaphobia, which is in Google YouTube for free. Okay, and then I bring them home footage mini DV, Panasonic DVX, it's semi-professional camera. It's very good camera. Okay, very good camera. I had to put on a debt, loan some money to buy the camera. It's brand new. It's like $2,700. Okay, and I didn't have that kind of money saved. Okay, so I had to take on all the debt. It took me a long time to pay off the debt. Now I'm debt free, of course, but so I was on debt. That was hard, and making the movie, I was exhausted because I have full time computer program job, and I did my job fully, and then on the weekends I would go to Mojave Desert, film, then come back home, and then during the weekday nights I would edit it. And sometimes I used multiple computer programmers from different companies like Sony Vegas video editing software, which is very good software, and Anime Studio, eFrontier, okay, very good animation editing, creating software, and ULEAD, the title editor, okay, very good editor, and then the Cubase, I think it's Steinberg. Cubase is German company. Yeah, the media editor to compose and edit music, right? And then Korg Wave Station, that's the MIDI library, sound library. Okay. So I was using 5 different softwares, each of which is from 5 different software companies. So sometimes they don't interface with each other very well. That was very difficult because the 5 softwares, they're from all different companies. They don't communicate with each other very well sometimes. So that was one of the most difficult times in my life. Okay, and also, so I digitized my mini DV. It's like small cassette tape, right? And from that tape to my computer. Okay, so well, that's just mechanical process, just take time, right? And then I edit it, like make the cuts digitally, right? And then put it together, and it does not look that good. I was like, oh my goodness, it looks too like obvious and banal and cheesy, over the top. So I did not like the way it looked when I first edited. So I was and sometimes when like I have some software problem, right? I was so stressed out, right? It's not quite working, and the footage does not look good, and I mean, the footage is filmed well with lighting and everything, but the storyline, I just didn't like the way it looked. So I was like sitting in my bathroom and I kind of cried because it was just too stressful. And then, so I didn't give up yet. So then I was okay. What if I try something different, some brand new editing technique? Yeah, putting this all different I even gave it a name, multi-take splining, something like that. Okay, I forgot the exact name I gave it way back. That was like 15 years ago, something like that. About multiplexing or something like that. Okay, yeah, you see it in my movie. Okay, yeah, it's about because directors, actors, when they film a movie, they do multiple different takes, the same line, but you act several times and you pick the best one. Just like photographer, right? Yeah, multiple shot, you pick the best one, right? So yeah, well, instead of picking only one take, what if I take them all and sometimes play it backward? And I really like the way it looked because I have never seen anybody doing anything like that before. So it's avant-garde, so brand new editing technique, and I liked it. So the final product, yeah, I really like the way it came out. So, but the making of that editing process, it was very, very painful at times. Okay. I've been through some other very difficult times too. I can tell you later. Okay. So, okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just tell you stories, okay? Actually, that's what I did yesterday and the day before yesterday. But it went too dark. I was in the middle of the week, so yeah. But today is Friday, so and also the weather is very nice. But past 2 days it's been raining, okay? So yeah, the weather does affect our mood, and also the what day of the week it is. It is Wednesday, Thursday, or is it Friday? It does affect our mood. So I'm in a brighter mood now, okay? So though we are talking about pretty much the same thing, yeah, I can present it better on a more positive light. So when you are going through some tough times, nowadays I'm going through a little bit of tough times, okay? Because I election loss and whatnot, right? Yeah, but yeah, I'm gradually recovering. All right, it did hit me pretty hard, okay, but not nearly as difficult or hardship as some of the other times that I had in my past. Because I'm 42 years old, right? Yeah, I've been through some bad times before, like anybody else, right? Hmm? Yeah. So when you're going through bad times, all right, um, the sunlight I block it with my head. Okay, sorry. Is my head that big? Oh boy, it's just puffy hair. Okay, to cover up my balding spot. So when you go through bad times, my recommendation you turn on all the light and you draw all the curtains so that your house, wherever you are, your office would be bright. Okay, because when it's dark, demons start coming in to your head. Okay. Have you seen that movie? It was a Clint Eastwood movie. On the Line of Fire, something like that. Yeah, I have it in DVD. It's about Secret Service and this presidential assassin would be assassin and this Secret Service agent Clint Eastwood taking the bullet for the president, preventing the assassination. Okay, so that's on the Line of Fire. Yeah, it was very well made movie and very well written script and the characters acting directing. It was very well made movie. So I have it DVD and so Mr. Clint Eastwood, this agent, I don't remember the character's name, agent whatever, Secret Service agent. So he has this phone conversation with this would-be assassin, who is a very great actor, and I don't remember his name. All right, very good actor. Okay, so Clint Eastwood, he said he asked this would-be assassin, "Hey, when it's dark, when the demon comes out, what do you see?" Okay, and his answer was, "Oh, I see. Oh, Frank. Okay, Agent Horrigan, something like that. I see you, Frank. I see you standing over the tomb of another dead president." So that's the movie line, okay? So, um, so in the movie, this assassin, one would be assassin, one ex CIA agent, okay, in this movie, okay, on the line of fire, in the line of fire, something like that. So why does he want to assassinate the president? Because he's bored. He wanna be famous, right? Yeah, like it or not, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who commit crimes. They wanna be famous the wrong way, right? Because to become famous the right way, it takes a lot of work. But to be famous by committing some crimes, that's not that difficult, right? So they're just taking the easy way out, basically, all right, to be famous. Look at me, for example. I failed on election, right? And I wanted to be famous. Yeah. Is that part of the reason why I want to be a politician? Yes. Glamour. attention, fame. Yeah, it's not just me. It's all the politicians and celebrities. They want to be famous. They want to get a lot of attention, be on the spotlight. That's why they do it. Okay. If they say otherwise, well, they are lying. Okay. So yeah. Um. So the point is this. Okay. When it's dark in humanology, okay, you don't get to see the surroundings. So you have copium energy left, and if you're in a bad mood, then your energy, your copium, go through this negative channel, negative thoughts. Okay, and that's not good for you. It's kind of OCD, like obsessive compulsive disorder, kinda. Okay, but in humanology, it's just the way it is. Okay, so how do you prevent that? Yeah, turn on the lights, draw up the curtain, make sure you can see things around you, so that your energy is spent on perceiving things, is flow through perception channel instead of negative thought channel. Huh? Actually, I mean now we can talk about that solution to negative thoughts. Yeah, just perception channel. Open the perception channel by drawing up the curtain, letting the light in, and turn on the light so that you can see things. That's how you spend your copium, right? Energy. But way back in the days when I was in elementary school, when I was reading through all the every single page of encyclopedia, paper bound, leather bound, okay, that my parents bought us, me and my siblings, okay. Yeah, I did look at the article in there. Yeah, in Korean, obsessive compulsive disorder (OCD), something like 강박관념증, something like that. Okay, so I did read about that, and they had it's written by psychiatrists, psychologists. Okay, yeah, they pretty much talk about the same thing. Yeah, if you're trapped in these negative thoughts, yeah, just look around you. Okay, listen to music. Look around you, like your eye vision, your auditory, like music. Yeah, pay attention to the scenery, sound. Yeah, yeah. So they know the good stuff. Yeah. So psychology, psychiatry, they are not all that bad. But in humanology, we do take different approach though. Okay, and we do criticize psychiatry and psychology because they depend too much on drugs. Okay, we don't. Yeah, we do alcohol, cigarette, exercise, diet, martial arts, dancing, singing, hobby, foreign languages, mathematics, science, and if you can, musical instruments. I can't. Musical instruments. I tried. It's just not my thing. All right. Or whatever nice hobbies that you have. Okay. Those are solutions in humanology. Right? Yeah, we don't do drugs, whether it's prescription drugs or illegal drugs or marijuana. We don't. But we do alcohol and cigarette. Right? Yeah. We take 5 minutes break. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow morning, so I should write this thing, huh? Hmm. Maybe I will drink when I write this journal articles, maybe to ease the pain a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Huh, man. but I have to write this. Okay, why? I tell you why after 5 minutes. Okay, so I write it. I mean, type it up in the computer. Okay, so I have to. I tell you why. Okay. Let's. Are you curious about the election result in the Alaska State Senate in this district? Yeah, it's still counting because absentee ballot. Okay, it's not final yet, but uh, I got 110 votes. I'm eternally grateful to people who voted for me. Okay, and I'm very grateful. Okay. So I got the last out of six candidates. Yeah, I was the sixth, the last place. Okay, but I'm still very grateful to the people who voted for me. Okay. How about the winner? First winner got how many votes so far? Uh, 1,700 something. Okay. Second runner up, 1,300. Okay, so yeah, the winner is so far the incumbent. Okay, they're all my friends. Okay, all the other candidates, yeah, they're all my friends. Okay, but so the incumbent got about 30%, 33%, about one third of the vote. Okay, so less than 50%. Okay, so he got about one third of a vote. Okay, two thirds voted for somebody else like me. Okay, yeah, I got the least amount of votes, but I'm still eternally indebted to the voters who voted for me. Okay, I'm very grateful. They're like my parents. Okay, they take care of me and encourage me, and God bless them for generations to come. Cheers to them. So, why is it necessary that I write this political science academic journal article? It's because I'm running again in 2 years, United States Senate from Alaska. Okay, and I realized that I'm not just well known enough. Okay, so traditional campaigning method is door to door knocking to meet the voters. Okay, I cannot do that. Why? Well, I have full time job, so I don't have time for it. I don't have energy for it. Okay, I go to work as a lawyer 40 hours a week. All right, so after that, I don't have that much energy left. All right, so what I did in the campaign, I went to karaoke bars, dance clubs. Okay, but there's very small percentage of people in any district in the world because people, how many people, okay, I got 2% of the votes. All right, in district there are about 4,000, 40,000 people. So how many people voted? About 5,000 people. Okay, we're gonna make it easy. Okay, yeah, in district about 40,000 people live in this district and about 4,000 people voted to make, I'm just making the number easier. Okay, so about 10% of people here in this district participated in this Alaska Republican primary election. All right, only 10% of people, but they're kind of representative sample, right? Yeah, so how many percentage of people in this district go to bars and clubs, karaoke bars and dance clubs? My guess, maybe about 2% of people go to karaoke bars and dance clubs. Okay, other people, they spend time with their family, their kids. They go hunting, fishing, or ATV, auto vehicle driving, or hiking. Maybe many of them don't even drink. So they have no business going to karaoke bars because they don't drink alcohol. Or maybe they drink at home. Or maybe they don't like singing. Maybe they don't like dancing. Okay? So I did go to some other places like restaurants and whatnot, parks, events, but that's more rare occasion. Okay, so mostly my campaign place is, yeah, okay, of course, like go to local radio talk shows, go to political meetings, and write to local newspapers. Yeah, I did that. Okay, but I didn't do door to door knocking, campaign sign, road sign, or mails, campaign pamphlet mails. I didn't do any of that. Why? I don't have money and I don't have time. Mhm. Other candidates, well, they may have some PAC, super PAC, or donors, sponsors, and actually, a couple of people did offer me to donate to my campaign, and I had to decline. Why? Because I don't want to disclose their personal information. Okay, that's the election law. If they donate me money, I have to report their mailing address. Not sure it's residential address. Probably mailing address will do. Their mailing address, if they, and their name. That's their personal information. It get published in the election governmental website. Okay, I didn't quite want to do that. Okay, so and also if they donate me money, I have to spend those that money for campaign purpose. So there's some accounting task involved. I don't know that, and because I don't have time or energy to do so. Okay. So yeah, I didn't. I did thankfully declined. Hey, you caring for me? That's more than I. I mean, how can I ask for you for your money when you support my campaign? Because that you gave me enough blessings. How can I ask for your money? I cannot ask you for any more. Yeah, that's what I said. Hmm? So, uh, in 2 years, I will run for United States Senate. Then I have to be famous. But I got no money, I got no time, so I, but I have to be famous in some other ways. That's why I'm writing these journal articles. It's indirect approach. Ideally, journal articles would, I mean, political science or physics, mathematics, whatever other journals would accept my article, and I become famous outside of Alaska, and that fame would come to Alaska, me being famous. Yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, in next 2 years, yeah, I'll be writing articles, journal articles, and submit to journals. Hopefully, I become famous that way in other states, and that fame would come to Alaska. Just indirect approach. Okay, so that's my strategy. We'll see if whether it works or not. Okay. We'll see. Yeah. So 110 people voted for me. I'm very grateful. Okay. Before that, it was 85 people, but absentee ballot came in. Okay, and they're still counting. Okay, so it's not a final result. They're still counting the absentee ballots. Okay, so yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I'm eternally grateful. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the way I did my campaign was like party time. Okay, because I have full time job. I'm a lawyer. Okay, full time. I have full time job. Okay, so after that, I just want to have fun, relax. Okay, so during my campaign, I went to karaoke bars and sang, dance club and danced in public. And after that, hand out my campaign card if they're curious about me, right? That's how I did my mostly my campaign. And I guess like 2% of population in any town go to bars and clubs. So it's very not very effective campaign strategy. I get it. I know. All right. But that's all I could do. Okay. But in next election, 2022, United States Senate, that I'm gonna run for. Yeah. I will not, and I cannot do traditional campaigning like door to door knocking, road sign, and mail campaign pamphlet. It's something I cannot afford when it comes to money and time because I have full time job. Then how other candidates can do it in anywhere in the world? Maybe they have inheritance money, or rich uncle, or maybe they have spouses, so that their spouses would support those their spousal candidates financially, so that that candidate would spousal candidate would go campaigning full time without having to work. Okay? Or maybe they have sponsors, political financial sponsors like PAC, Super PAC, Political Action Committee, or maybe they take donation from their donors and so that they don't have to work full time. Okay? But I am not that. Okay, and I have some philosophical objection to door knocking because technically it's I mean conceptually it's trespass. Alright, so I don't want to do door to door knocking. Even if I have all the money and all the time. Alright? It's their home, their sanctuary, private residence. And I don't want to get into their premises and knock on their doors without being invited. Okay? In Alaska, that's not illegal unless there is a sign no trespass in their driveway. Okay? So yeah, it's not technically illegal in Alaska to do so. I know because I'm a lawyer. Okay? But still, I still don't want to do it. How about road sign? I don't want to do that. Well, yes and no because I don't want to put my name above people. Okay, so if I do road sign, it will be customized to these different towns. Okay, and my name will be at the bottom. So because I want people put people's names above and beyond my name. I want my name to be at the very bottom. So yeah, road sign, yeah, that's possible. How about mail, pamphlet mailing? Yeah, I mean, if I get a lot of money, sure, yeah. Just to introduce myself. Yeah. I'm open to it. But it will be too much work, okay? If I'm running for United States Senate, how many towns are there in Alaska, okay? I have to customize my campaign road sign to each town. I have to learn about all these towns and write something about appreciation of their towns. And then my name at the bottom. Oh my goodness, there'll be a lot of work. Alright, so forget it. Okay, so that's not the kind of approach that I want to take. right? The approach I want to take is that I keep publishing journal articles, political science, mathematics, physics, and other areas, and become famous, perhaps internationally so. Okay, and then bring that fame to Alaska, me being famous. Okay, because if I'm world famous, or at least in America, if I'm America famous nationally, then yeah, Alaskans will know this, and they also know I'm running for United States Senate. Right? That's the approach I'm taking, and that's the plan. Okay, so I keep on writing journal articles during the weekends. Weekdays, forget about it. I cannot do it. I have a full time job. Okay, I have to pay my bills. I have no inheritance. I don't have any spouse to support me, and because I don't want to get married. Okay, I want to be alone when I'm at home. I want to be home alone, so that I can think about issues and come up with solutions. And I also need to take a break from people. I love people. I love interacting with them, but I want to take balance between people time and alone time. Okay, so and I don't have any inheritance money, and I'm also too young to retire. I'm 42. Okay. Yeah, some other candidates they are retirees. Okay, so they got their pension coming in, social security money coming in. Okay, I don't have that luxury. I have to go to work Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week, right? So, but I have my weekends because I'm single, right? So yeah, on the weekends, yeah, I will write journal articles and submit to journals. There is the plan for next 2 years. Hopefully, God willing, I become famous that way, so that I have a chance of winning in 2 years in United States Senate election in Alaska. Okay. All right. We'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay. So we'll stop and restart. Okay.